Okay, and we are back. We are back for another round of what not to do in Japan. Very important to know.
Yeah.
So if you looked at our part one, we talked a little bit about don't just places to avoid that I felt were kind of like your time and energy was better spent other places. Maid cafes and Tokyo Tower. Make sure take off your shoes before you're entering. Chopsticks in the rice. And never commenting on kind of the stature of Japanese kind of like body size or just how small Japan is in general. Everything's a little bit more miniaturized, but
It's cute.
and it's okay to like be amazed by it, but don't be commenting on it. Don't be commenting the Japanese people on that fact. I think nobody likes to be called short. Nobody likes to be called that. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Anyway, so next thing is, you want to read us the next one?
Don't say hi to everyone. Read the situation.
Yeah, and this was, I believe, this was yours.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. That's why I asked you to do it. This was your idea.
Yeah.
On not saying hi to every single person you meet, reading the ability to read the situation.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like, in the US or like everywhere in foreigner
Yeah.
country, like you say hi to everyone. Like when you enter the elevator. Elevator, is it right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Elevator, you say hi, how are you? Oh, that's a nice bag or something. But in Japan, you don't talk to like a stranger. And then if you talk to the stranger, they're like, who the hell?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like once I was in the train. No, I was in the home. Like what is it? Like I was gonna catch a train, and this lady wasn't sure where to go, so I started to telling them which train to take, and they got scared. They're like, oh, okay. So, like you guys are friendly, like you guys friendly, but well, we can still do that. You can ask where to go, but
Sorry, they reach
Yeah,
over.
yeah, just don't say hi to everyone. Yeah, that's kind of scared.
Yeah, I even had like the reverse culture shock of people do not say hi that often in Tokyo. And then I went back to the States. I went to Miami with some friends. I remember the first elevator. People were like, "Hey, how's the day going?" I was like, "Holy shit!" Because it doesn't happen that I had been then getting used to the Japanese culture.
Yeah.
So reverse culture shock was like, "Whoa!" I was a little stunned. But basically, yeah, it comes down to if it's a social environment, it's okay to meet people. But Japanese people are not known to say hi on the street. They're not known to say hi on the train.
Maybe you can do it in the bar or something.
Yeah, social situations where
Yeah.
people are meeting other people. It's a very talkative environment. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be able to tell the difference on where is a talkative environment and when is not. So just be able to be more self-aware of those situations.
Yeah.
It's good to read into. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one is do not enter, so onsens and sentos, which is Japanese-style baths, are very, very popular in Japan. Make sure that you wash yourself before entering the big communal bath. And I'm guilty of this. I've done that. I've done the
You
thing.
did?
Sorry, Japanese people. One time.
You gotta
Usually,
wash your
I
body
always,
well. Because you're gonna share the water thing.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
the
sharing the water
whole
with
pool.
everybody. You want to make sure there's an area where you hose down, you wash down, there's soap, shampoo, everything. And you're supposed to wash your body before and after.
Yeah.
And after you go into the bath. So beforehand, you wash yourself off, you go in the bath, you relax, it's supposed to be really good. Prepare, you will be naked in front of everybody.
They don't care.
They don't care. And I
You can hide
remember
it,
my
though.
first time with one of my best friends, my first experience in Japan was backpacking through. And it is a little self-conscious when you go through, and both of us were in the bath together, just like looking up the ceiling, just like, what do you think? It's good. What do you think? Yeah, it's all right. Well, yeah, and of course, if you're a foreigner, you will get stares. You're the you will get stares. You're gonna be. I definitely had been the only foreigner in a group of 50.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an experience. But it's worth the experience. It's a great experience. I love it. It's a really fun time. So make sure you take a bath before entering the communal. Take a shower before entering the communal bath. Wash yourself off before and after. Big time.
Yeah.
Next thing is cell phones on trains. This is a very etiquette technique so trains. You do not. It's okay to text, and that's a great thing to do.
Yeah, everyone's looking at it.
Everybody's texting on the train. It's everybody's addicted to their phone nowadays. do not be calling or talking out loud on the train with your cell phone. That is a very like hidden not to do.
Yeah.
When I first got to Japan, I didn't know that,
You didn't know that?
when I first got to Japan, no, that's the thing. It's like you're not gonna know that. And everybody was staring at me, and then it was my friends who told me about that, and I've learned since then. But you do not want to be talking out loud on the train. Wait to get off the train or excuse yourself.
Yeah, like you gotta talk like this.
I mean, there's certain times there's extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
But rule of thumb: don't be talking out loud on the train. Use text message or email. It's okay to talk on the platform.
Yeah.
That's okay. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, the same thing.
Okay.
Like, don't talk on the train because it's so rude, and everyone's gonna stare at you. Really.
If you like to be stared at.
You can try.
Mm-hmm. How about you talk about the next one? Escalators.
Escalators?
Remember escalators? The
Oh,
signs?
yeah.
So next one's escalators.
Escalators.
Escalator etiquette.
I don't know why, but like we have a natural escalator side. Like in Tokyo, in Tokyo you step at the left side. But if you go to Osaka, if you on the escalator, you step at the right side.
Yep.
But Kyoto is like left sometimes and right sometimes.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
The
Okay.
Kyoto is a lot of people, like foreigners from like Tokyo, like from everywhere they come. So they sometimes they step on the left side, sometimes they step on the right side.
So just to clarify, if you're in Tokyo, and you're gonna see this in commute time, especially on the left-hand side is when everybody's standing going up the escalator, and the right side is completely nobody because that's the place where everybody's more walking or running up the stairs. But in Osaka, it's vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Apparently in Kyoto, I didn't know this, but
Really?
apparently it's mix and match.
It makes sometimes like
you gotta be dodging everybody.
You have to look at the people who are in front of you. Like,
Okay.
Oh, this is left side. No, right side.
You just read the person in front of
Yeah.
you. Interesting. I did not know that.
It's like
High five to new
Hey.
information. Very cool.
yeah. But if you're like lining up on the left side in Tokyo, and then you have to put out your space on the right side because
Gotcha.
that's where the people walk up.
Ah.
And if you stop there, they're like, "Hey, move
Yeah.
up."
Yeah.
You done that?
Well, not that I've done that, but I definitely know when somebody's stopping in front of like the place you're supposed to be going, you're like,
Yeah. They're gonna get mad.
yeah.
And you have to put your stuff to your side too. 'Cause
Yeah, make
they're
sure.
gonna hit you.
They'll hit you.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mhm.
All right. Another thing is, I think the two most serious topics we'll tackle at the end.
Okay.
Serious topics in Japan. Let's do those ones. Those ones will be our ending ones.
Okay.
Next two are do not travel during peak times during the trains. And I made a whole video series on this, just on
You
this
did?
one subject. I did, actually,
Did you take
on my
a photo
own.
of that?
I haven't, but I mean, you can
gotta
take
see
photos
that.
anywhere. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
But basically, between 8, I would say, what are the great
7
times?
to 9.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m. I would not recommend traveling to a new area. If you're a business person, that's a different story. But if you're like traveling through Japan as a foreigner, I would not recommend going through that. You're going to be facing the wrath of the commuters.
You got squished there.
Everybody gets swished.
Yeah.
Everybody gets basically pushed onto the train. Nobody's having fun.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Maybe I'm the only one that's like, I kind of laugh about it just
You
to
do?
like keep myself
Because
positive.
you're
But
tall.
yeah, it's true.
And when you're small, you're like squishing.
You get
and you're like,
squished.
like a lot of people all over you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it.
So rule of thumb, I'd wait till 9:30 to start traveling to do like, say if you're on your way to a museum or some other place, wait till 9:30 to move it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can leave really early in the morning. Or otherwise, you could be with that giant pack. You know, everybody the march of the the walk of the dead
And they're so
salaryman.
like, they have no, like, what do you say, like a,
They have no expressions.
yeah, like,
It's seriously like zombie mode.
that's kind of scary.
It's zombie mode.
And then everyone's getting out, but they pushes you. Like, you gotta wait. Like, like everyone's getting out, but they pushes you, and wait.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's Japanese are traditionally super very manneristic, and they'll be very thing. When commute time, it's every man for himself. You notice,
Yeah.
right? Ah! yeah,
and they
it's
try to
crazy.
get a seat.
Yeah, they'll fight to the death for
Yeah.
that seat. I mean,
Scary then.
check out my other video on that. I go into a lot more detail on my experiences commuting. It's kind of funny. Next thing is do not open or slam taxi doors.
Yeah, you do that.
Okay, you want me to? You sure? Okay, so taxi doors in Japan, Uber has not yet become popular in Japan.
I don't know
So
that.
taxis are still the main way that people get home after hours or in a very big hurry. I use them in like emergency situations. They are extremely expensive compared to the train. 100 times more expensive in the train. Sorry, I really shout that. 100 times! It's 100 times more expensive. But things you don't want to do is actually the taxi doors open and close on their own. They're automatic, okay? You do not. In Western cultures, we always open and close it ourselves. They do it without anybody touching them. They open. I've made that mistake before where I'll leave the taxi and just out of habit, shut the door. I almost broke the door. I almost broke the freaking door off. And you could tell the guy was not happy about it.
No, because that's car.
Yeah, you could really do some damage to the car and the mechanism for the automation. So make sure hands off the lever, hands off the door handle as it opens and closes.
Yeah, and then when you don't catch a taxi, you have to line up. Like if it's on the road, and there's no taxi stop, you can like the thing like the New Yorker does, like taxi.
Yeah.
Can do that, but if you see a taxi stop, you gotta line up. Otherwise, they tell you to go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's their rule, like taxi's rule.
It's a taxi rule.
Yeah, in Japanese taxi rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? We're going to pause it right there, and we're going to start talking about the two most what not to do subjects in Japan that I feel don't ever do. That's going to be on our next video. If you're going to want to stop it here, thank you again so much for watching. Check out our other videos and subscribe to our channel. And then our next video is going to be the top two topics not to do in Japan. Taboo material, okay? Stay tuned.